Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Huskers will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. As he stopped at the 23. So Clemson's offense will start this game off. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how to...
Off he goes! Inside the 30. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways and how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
Give to the running back. The Cornhuskers get enough for the first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska's going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that one's play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a thrower.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
God damn it.
Trying to do it himself. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes
A shot toward the end zone, and they won't be able to connect.
I can't intercept it.
Looking for a big-time play. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. When a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads.
Come on, bro.
Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass.
Come on. God damn, bro.
And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And these guys just score from anywhere out there after that drive is sure.
Leave him alone.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Motion from the offense. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his hand down the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but He just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off play action. Fires to the tight end.
Come on, bro.
He gets the first down. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in a hurry up.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Got a man. It's Estrada. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Huskers will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a move.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Wants to throw. It's Burgess.
God damn it, man.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run line.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down.
Clemson set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw.
No. Oh,
and that
shit.
incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Gets it out quickly. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They want to throw it.
God, dude, he came out of nowhere, bro.
Completion on 1st down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Burgess. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tiger. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Finds his man down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Back to the air one more time. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. On second down, they'll take to the air. Finds his tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big hiccup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on first down.
God damn it, man.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The snap sets up to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Coming out with it, it's Banks. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle.
No bullshit. Bullshit.
He's dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Makes his connection. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The offense will quickly use a timeout. From the 22 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass.
Come on, bro.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to New Mexico. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incomplete.
He's going for a big play downfield.
Damn it.
Can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? They'll throw it on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Robles. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And the Huskers are in the hurry-up. Dialing up a second down pass play. He'll pull it down and run. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you've got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen.
Bull fucking shit, bro.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
God, it's fucking 3rd down, dude.
I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. The give to the lone running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
Bro, god damn, man.
Really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Bro, dude, can we play?
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
No fucking, oh my God.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Huskers want to crank the tempo. Into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Huskers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, it's on the ground. Right ball.
Oh, come, bro.
They'll keep the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass. Tackle him at the 19.
Our defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with their backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on fourth down, especially during these situations.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to
Oh,
put
what
drives
the
together.
fuck?
And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops falling and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight.
Dude.
Keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him.
Oh, my God.
Coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Offense set on first down. Here's the handoff. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. To throw, it's Burgess. Setting up the screen.
Bro.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Tigers are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Harper.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field, gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peters.
Dude, you gotta get your speed, bro.
Mess up a drive. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Harper. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Man, that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the
Bro.
catch.
Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. The throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked down to the tackle.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this will be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Huskers decide to punt it away. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now, I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. 2nd down now after the sack. Looking for a man. It's Burgess. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Got his man in the middle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it.
They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback adapting. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's going up top here late in the game. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.